Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearthstone for Kaiserreich Morocco. Let us continue on from where we last left off. Washington has decided they wanted to be involved in the war, which is not, like, great for us. Like, they landed troops over here in Calais, which is really just a big pain in the keister. We do have the French Republic now. We forced them into the Reichspact. So we have some friends. Never mind, actually, we have offered the German Yoke. You know what, Germany? I don't think we need to worry about this. See, before we get that done, actually, can I just, fuck it, dude, do it. Offer the German Yoke. The Moroccans, we've had enough of this nonsense. How many lives have been lost? 250,000 Moroccans have died. And for what? What have we gotten out of this? We've gotten ourselves a little bit of territory from Spain. I think that's basically it. I think that's all we've gotten off of them. So has that really been worth 250,000 dead Moroccans? I don't think so. So let's bring our troops. We're going to move them over to Livorno for now. Bring them all down here. Now, we got to remember the Entente doesn't exist anymore. It's not in a faction. Okay, we'll complete this afterwards. We'll align ourselves with Egyptians. And we decided, you know what, Germany, you suck and you're smelly and bad. We're going to align ourselves with Egypt. Do you still have a truce with the, do you still have a truce here? You don't have a truce with the French Republic anymore. Fantastic. You've been canceled immediately. I'm guessing that Germany might be, excuse me, it might be a little bit too powerful. New Eastern policy. What we're going to do then, we're just going to do focus.no checks. And then focus.no checks. I have not spelled no checks right. There we go. And then we'll just do focus.autocomplete. We're going to do off with the German Yoke. Get me out of this war. I don't need to be a part of this nonsense. Then we're going to turn these both off. Yeah, my guess is there's probably like a 1 or 2 day point where the German estimated military strength was less than that of Russia or the Americans. We're not really too sure which of the two it would have been. Yeah, we want to make sure all of you... No, it's okay. Delete all of your previous orders. Just align yourselves here. That's fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, so let us do our friends on the other side. We will align ourselves with Egyptians. It will technically put us back at war with Iran, but I don't think that really matters one way or the other. And then after that, we're basically going to, funnily enough, kind of like it kind of sucks. We helped the Reichspact so much in taking Italy. And again, for what? What did we get out of this? Practically nothing. But we're going to align ourselves then with Paris. We're going to align ourselves with Washington, with Moscow, and with Cairo, which are technically their capital is Alexandria, but don't worry about that bit too much. We're going to turn our attention and kill the French Republic. I think that seems more than fair. We don't need to get rid of free trade. Is there any military high command that makes any sense? The answer, I think, is... I mean, we might... No, don't take any of these guys. They don't do anything for us. We still need more trains. The train situation is still really, really bad. We need more manpower. I don't think the French Republic has that many troops, especially since they're dealing with the Americans and the Liberians in the south. I don't think we need to worry all too much. And of course, they're like, now with the Americans involved, there are so many U.S. troops. I guess none of this matters anymore, huh? We'll go for anti-tank too. I think that seems reasonable. That seems reasonable. So once we're finished with you, we do need... Excuse me. We do need to get, treaty with Libya, prepare defenses. We get a bunch of claims. We get an extra civilian factory from Egypt. It will take us a few months for us to prepare for our inevitable invasion into Algeria. Doctrines available. Let's go with infiltration. But let's just say I'm glad. Oh, don't send the attaché to you anymore. Recall the attaché from Germany, please and thank you. We don't want to be seen as being friendly with Berlin anymore. It's not in our national interest. Now, of course, as you remember from probably the last episode, we did force the French Republic into the Reichspact by forcing the Americans into the Internationale. I kind of regret doing that now because, hey, we're almost certainly going to go to war with the Reichspakt, which does put us in a bit of a weird position, especially in, you know, Azerbaijan, Armenia, and Georgia. I mean, Iraq's done pretty well for itself. And the Ottomans are not in a faction, which is good for us. Now, Egypt and the Wadi Empire are bordering Middle Africa, which is not fantastic news for us. But if it allows, you know, the French Republic to be distracted, it allows the Egyptian to be distracted, all of that sounds beneficial. I guess we go with... I mean, it doesn't really matter which order we do these in. Let's go treaty with Libya first. It gets us into that civilian factory a little bit faster. Egypt has accepted. Having heard our request to enter the alliance, the Sultan of Egypt has accepted our application, and we are now set to become a member of the Cairo Pact. This will hopefully increase our safety in these troubling times, as we strive to ensure our people's protection from outside powers and foreign meddling. That's not to say, however, this agreement comes for free. We have certain expectations now placed upon us to contribute to the common defense of the nation, the Cairo Pact, and will likely be drawn to conflicts involving the Pact. This includes possibility of being brought into wars initiated by members of the Pact, which is fine. Excellent. Again, we're going to be at war with Iran very, very, very soon because, yeah, we're going to get called in the wars. We just spent 130 political power because we technically broke a truce. Don't worry about that whatsoever. That doesn't matter. Or at least I don't believe it matters. Tripoli, how are you guys doing, by the way? 3 Division 7, 33 for the Egyptians. Now, we can't really make any progress against the French Republic until Iran's dealt with. We can't have Egyptian troops stationed up here. I mean, technically, we could use them to, you know, fight Armenia, fight Georgia. Or Azerbaijan, I should say. Armenia is not actually in the war. And again, we don't want any of these non-aggression pacts. We just do not... We don't care about them in any way, shape, or form. So how are you guys actually doing? I can see that all the territory we did take for the French, or for the Germans, I should say, is slowly falling apart. I think that's a positive for us. Yeah, so we're technically going to be aligned with blue here. And of course, the Cairo Pact. But I'm happy with where we're at. I mean, it seems good. In 24 days, of course, we can steal even more trains. We have a stockpile right now of 2, which I will say is not good. Also, can I upgrade any of these infantry? Is it you guys that are kind of garbage? If I was to switch you over to be decent... What if I switch 4 of you over? We don't have any artillery. We don't have any anti-aircraft guns. Which is kind of okay. How many? We have 700 trucks. You know, let's see if we can we build a motorized division? Give me like 3 motorized divisions. I think that seems okay. And it gets up to 24, which of course is a nice number. So what do we need? We do need AA guns. Let's buy them from the French. I know this seems maybe a little bit weird, but let's buy them from the French before we actually go to war with them. 2 deliveries on that sounds great. And then aside from that, rifles. Who can I buy guns from? Tibet, the Ottomans. How many factories can I put? 5? We'll get that going as best we can. Oh, and you know what? Egypt just wants to send me 1,000 rifles. I see no reason to say no to this. Actually, everybody wants to send me equipment. Saudi Arabia. I mean, I'm willing to take guns from everybody for sure. If you're willing to give me stuff, I see no reason to say no to it. Let me just put it that way. We have 2 units here, 2 units here. Iran, what's your actual capitulation at? You're at 38%. So you're pretty low. You're worth 8. Which is quite, you know, let's just build research anti-aircraft guns. Yeah, you're worth 8. You're worth 3. And then you're worth 5. Now, I know 5 is not going to be enough. Saudi Arabia has declared himself to be the Caliph. I don't think I care. Yeah, I don't think that matters to me in any way, shape, or form. I don't care who's the Caliph. I mean, obviously, I guess as Morocco, you probably would care at least a little bit. But that's beyond the scope of this campaign. Let's just put it that way. right? That does nothing to do with us. Okay. But the same thing, as long as Liberia doesn't fall itself, which it is slowly kind of doing right now, if this doesn't collapse, because right now, yeah, this is all controlled by Liberia. What I'm going to do, and don't hate me for this, can I switch occupations here? Transfer control, add claims. Because this is controlled, yes. That's controlled by Liberia. You're controlled by Liberia. What I'm going to just do is all of this that was owned by Liberia, we're just going to give its ownership. Must be a war control to reset its owner. So I do something like this, because this is mark state, transfer control. Okay, well, don't worry about this for now. Okay, state management, get this out of here. Basically, this is just so that when Liberia probably inevitably capitulates, it doesn't lead to all this territory getting swept away, which is always like a big fucking pain in the ass. Like, it's always fun when you do it to the AI, but whenever it happens to you and it ruins your own personal interest, that's when it's an issue. And I don't think the AI, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think the AI ever transfers land. Enhanced material support, that is okay. Did we get the guns we needed? It's 256. That's okay. That's not that bad. Okay, let's bolster more spirits. And our war support, it is coming back by 0.75% per week. We should have actually done combat casualties. I mean, the combat casualties are extremely, extremely high for what it is. Okay, Dutch East Indies have fallen to the Japanese. That's okay. And here's, like, again, we're friends with... This is we're taking an anti-imperialist stance, okay? That kind of tracks, right? Transamir. They're still dealing with the Russian situation. It does look like Russia's taking back some more territory from Ukraine. But it's kind of hard to tell who's actually winning here. I would still say it's probably in line with the Reichspact. Do I need to send troops over here? I kind of don't want to. Where's my garbage infantry? I'm just going to send you here. You figure out how to get there. That's on you. Do I have military access for you? Yeah, cancel military access to the French Republic. I didn't know we still had that. Yeah, get that out of here. Albania's collapsed. And Albania was in the Reichspact. Yeah, I guess we're putting it back towards the Greeks, which, I mean, kind of helps us. Again, like, Greece is anti-Berlin. It's anti-Entente. Look, Morocco's taken some weird turns in its political history here, okay? They haven't always made sense. Where are you guys going? What the hell? What's the Egyptian army just doing on the coastline? I mean, I'm not going to worry about that too much, because you're worth 3. Well, I think what we want to do is we want to take the new capital. I think that should be enough if we take over Meshed. I think there's like one more city. There's Ashgabat up here worth 2. And of course there's always the Republic of Iran down. There's not the Republic of Iran, the Badr Abbas. What about you? You are a core. You're worth 1 point. I'm not too worried about that. And what about Prince Federation? You guys are doing fine. Now the Japanese will need to invade Australia. But that's not my problem. Yeah, let's build more factories. As many factories as we possibly can. If we can have our own domestic military industry, I know it seems like it's a little late. You know, what is it, 1942? Late 1942? You might be saying, like, why are you waiting this long to have your own domestic military situation, your own domestic military industry? It's because this whole time up to now, We've been poor as shit. I can't tell how powerful this unit is. 21 combat with 40 on our side. They got great defense, which is a real fucking pain in the ass. Commander skill 44%. God damn. Okay, again, taking you will not be enough. We need to push. I think we have to push north. It's the only way that makes sense. Desert. What are you? 811 defense. Who has given Iran the most powerful general that has ever walked the face of the earth? I would like to speak whoever thought that was a good idea. Code anti-air. I guess we'll go with 42 research. Because I need you out of here. But I understand that's going to be a bit of a tall ask. Okay. 84. You have low supplies. That does help us out. Because that is going to be... It's a negative 2%. Okay, the modifier is not crazy. But if we can keep maybe a constant pressure on this... What's your organization? 55? Versus our 7... Like, we have 75 organization. If we can keep the pressure going... And just lower his organization... Then we can bust through this territory. Right? It'll probably cost us a lot of lives, but we need to end the war in Iran prior to a war against the French Republic, and by extension, the former Reich, not the former Reichspakt, but our former colonial overlords. Okay, I do need to take this city, please. And if we can have maybe one division snake their way up. Let's see, 94, you're here. I see another unit moving in. 98, have you hold back 30%. Hold your ground for now. Are we getting attacked by one unit? We are. Our organization is also really, really bad. Okay, and our 3 trucks have finished. Excellent. Yeah, deploy them to this line, please. You do not need to send them. I'm a little bit worried that the Americans actually landed their way into Algeria proper now. Okay, 23. I really need to make sure we can... I mean, there's going to be like an empty province here. But we've just gotten pushed back. Which is, again, a fucking real pain in the ass. Okay. What's your organization at? 68. So you're going to be a little bit tougher to break. And then they decide to counterattack us. Thank you, Iran. Thank you. I appreciate everything you've done for us. Like, our unit's going to take a lot of, like, a big beating here. But that's honestly okay, I think. Did our allies get pushed back? They did not. I really wish I knew what was going on with them. Okay, their organization is still bad, though. Zhang Xiaolin's been assassinated, so that looks like they are going to be, yeah, a Japanese puppet state now. '87, organization's falling. We just need to kill you. And again, I know that seems obvious. But if you could just die for me. Astrabad's worth 1. What if you move in this direction? What are you worth? You're also worth 1. Each has declared war on Sudan. That's a little annoying for us. Sure, we'll take the 44 rifles. Sudan's down here. I mean, they should get wiped out pretty quickly. Egypt's got a pretty large army. We've got the Wadi Empire here as an ally as well. And it looks like Egypt might be abandoning their positions here in Iran. Which is also... Okay, we need to actually back out here because they're closing in now. Egypt has just completely abandoned the front. Can I have, like, one ally ever who is not fucking pain in the ass? Just a quick... Just wondering. I'm just wondering. Bring us down here. We'll go to war with Sudan. Bring us down here. And I think this is going to be an okay time for us to end off this episode. So if you enjoyed, thumbs up. Not enjoying, close them down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.